Onion and flu. In 1919, when the flu killed 40 million people, a doctor visited the farmers to help him fight the flu. Many of the farmers and their families had contracted it, and many had even died. The doctor came to a farmer where, to his surprise, all the family members were healthy. When the doctor asked the farmer what he was doing differently from the others, his wife said he put an onion in a pot in each room of the house, and probably at that time the house only had 2 rooms. The doctor did not believe and asked for one of the strains to be analyzed under a microscope. To his surprise, he discovered the flu virus in the onion. Obviously, it absorbed the virus, keeping the family healthy. Then I heard this story from a hairdresser from Arizona. Many years ago, her employees became ill with the flu, and so did many of their clients. The following year, she put onions in bowls all over the salon. To her surprise, no employee got sick anymore. It works. And no, I don't do business with onions. The moral of the story is, buy some onions and put them in bowls in every room of the house. If you work at the office, put one under the desk or somewhere on a shelf. Try it and you will see. We did this last year and nobody in the house got sick with the flu. If it helps you and your loved ones not to get sick, all the better. If you still get the flu, it will be a mild form. Anyway, what do you have to lose? Just a few onions. Now, there is also another story, sent by a friend. She told me about the following onion experience. I didn't know about the story with the farmer, but I know I had pneumonia and I was very ill. I read an article that said to cut an onion at both ends, put one end in a fork and put the end stuck in the fork in an empty jar, and then put the jar near the patient's bed overnight. It was said that the onion darkens overnight because of the germs, and that's exactly what happened. The morning of the onion was a disaster, but I already felt better. Something else I read in an article was that both the onion and garlic distributed through the room saved many from the Black Plague. They have many antibacterial and antiseptic properties. Quote, abandoned onions become poisonous. I used an onion that had been left in the fridge. Sometimes I don't use a whole onion at one time, but I keep the other half for later. After reading this information, I changed my mind, and in the future I will buy smaller onions. When food poisoning is reported, the first thing authorities investigate is when the patient last ate onion and where did these onions come from. Potato salad. It says no mayonnaise, as long as it is not homemade, is the one that breaks down in the air. Most likely it is onion, and if not onion, then potatoes. He explained that onion is a big market for bacteria. You should never keep a piece of chopped onion. It is not safe even if you put it in a sealed bag and put it in the refrigerator. It is already contaminated enough by the fact that it is cut and stays in the air for a short time, and can become dangerous for those who ingest it, so pay closer attention to the onion that is put in the hot dog at baseball games. It says that if you take the leftover onion and cook it crazy, you might be fine. But if you cut the leftover onion to put it in the sandwich, you are looking for problems. Both onion and boiled potatoes from a potato salad will attract and favor the proliferation of bacteria much faster than any commercially prepared mayonnaise. So how does this sound like a novelty? Take it as you wish. I am going to be very careful about the onion from now on. For several reasons, I give credence to a chemist and a company that produces millions of tons of mayonnaise a year. So remember that it is dangerous to cut an onion and use it for cooking the next day. It becomes poisonous in one night and creates toxic bacteria that can cause stomach infections due to excess balloon secretion and even food poisoning.